Why do you feel stuck? You work hard. You save what you can. You follow the advice you were given, get a good education, find a secure job, climb the ladder, and avoid debt like the plague. And yet, financial freedom feels like a distant horizon you never get closer to. You feel like you're running on a treadmill, working harder and harder just to stay in the same place. What if I told you that feeling isn't your fault? It's by design. You've been taught to play a game. But the architects of our financial system, the CEOs, the ultra-wealthy, they know a secret. They aren't just playing that game better than you. They're playing an entirely different game, on a different field, with a different set of rules. Today, on Think Like a CEO, we are not just pulling back the curtain, we are tearing it down. We will expose the two financial games being played in the world. And by the end of this video, I will give you the playbook, the CEO's playbook, to switch games permanently. This isn't just another finance video. This is your exit interview from the system that was designed to hold you back. The first game, the one played by 99% of the population, is what I call the survival game. Let's paint a picture. Meet the average person, let's call him Alex. Alex gets a paycheck on Friday. It's a good feeling, a brief moment of relief. But then, the money is gone before it even has a chance to settle. Rent, mortgage, car payment, student loans, groceries, utilities, it's a constant outflow. You trade 1 hour of your life for a fixed amount of money. To make more money, you have to trade more hours. You ask for a raise, you work overtime, you get a second job. Your ability to earn is capped by the 24 hours in a day and your physical ability to work. You are the engine. If you stop, the money stops. This leads to the consumer mindset. Because your income is finite, the goal becomes managing expenses and, when there's a surplus, consuming. A new phone, a nicer car, a vacation. These are the rewards for your hard work. The wins in the survival game. The rules of the survival game are deeply ingrained in us. Rule number 1, the paycheck is your savior. Your entire financial life revolves around this recurring injection of cash. Rule number 2, save for a rainy day. Money is a resource to be protected. You put it in a savings account where it's safe, earning a measly 0.5% while inflation roars at 5%. In reality, your money is losing value every single day. Rule number 3, all debt is evil. This is the biggest lie. You're taught to fear debt, so you never learn to distinguish between the debt that enslaves you and the debt that can set you free. The ultimate prize for winning the survival game? Retirement at 65, in what are supposed to be your golden years, with a nest egg you're now terrified to spend because you can't earn any more. It's a beautifully decorated cage, but it's still a cage. Now, let's look at the other board. The one the CEOs and investors are playing on. This is the wealth game. The player in this game, let's call her Sarah, thinks completely differently. Her excitement doesn't come from a paycheck. It comes from her balance sheet. Her focus isn't on her salary, it's on her asset column. The core philosophy of this game is exponential income. In this game, you don't work for money. You make money your employee. You acquire and build things, assets, that generate income for you, independent of your time. Your money works for you 24/7, it never gets tired, and it never asks for a vacation. You stop being the engine, you become the architect of an economic engine. This fosters the owner and investor mindset. When Sarah gets extra money, her first question isn't what can I buy? It's what asset can this money acquire for me? Can this buy a few shares of a company that will pay me dividends? Can it be a down payment on a property that a tenant will pay for? Can it fund an online business that makes sales while I sleep? The rules of the wealth game are a direct inversion of the survival game. Rule number 1, the paycheck is just a seed. A paycheck is not for survival, it is seed capital to buy or create more assets. It's a tool, not the prize. Rule number 2, money must be deployed. Money sitting in a bank is a lazy employee. The goal is to put every dollar to work in the asset column, where it can generate more dollar employees. Rule number 3, differentiate and weaponize debt. Sarah knows that a credit card for a luxury vacation is bad debt. But a calculated loan for an apartment building that generates more in rent than the mortgage payment? That's good debt. She uses the bank's money to get rich. The prize for winning this game isn't retirement. It's freedom. The freedom to work on what you want, when you want, with whom you want. Or not at all. You win the game the moment your assets generate enough income to cover your lifestyle. So, how do you make the switch? It's a conscious, strategic decision followed by disciplined action. Here is the 4-step playbook. This is the most important step. Before you change your actions, you must change your identity. From this moment on, you are no longer a consumer. You are an investor. You are a capitalist in training. Every time you spend money, see it through this new lens. Instead of buying the latest product from Apple, ask, how can I own a piece of Apple? Instead of just being a customer at the bank, ask, how can I become an owner of bank stock? This mental shift costs nothing, but it changes everything. CEOs live and die by their company's balance sheet. You must do the same for your personal finances. It's simple. Draw a line down a piece of paper. On the left, write assets, things that put money in your pocket. This includes stocks, bonds, rental properties, ownership in a business. On the right, write liabilities, things that take money out of your pocket. Your car, your primary home's mortgage, credit card debt. The players of the survival game focus on their income statement, their paycheck. The players of the wealth game are obsessed with their balance sheet. Your mission, every single month, is to make the asset column longer and stronger. This is where the real work begins. You must tax your own income for the purpose of buying assets. This is the famous pay yourself first rule, but with a crucial CEO twist. You are paying your future self, the shareholder of you Incorporated. Before you pay rent, bills, or anything else, 10 to 15% of your gross income is automatically transferred to a separate investment account. This is not savings. This is your asset acquisition fund. This move is non-negotiable. It forces you to live on the remaining 85 to 90%. You will be amazed at how you adapt. This single discipline separates the wealthy from everyone else. You don't need to become a Wall Street analyst, but you cannot win a game you don't understand. You must dedicate time to learning the language of money. I recommend 30 minutes every day. Start simple. Read one foundational book like The Richest Man in Babylon, or The Simple Path to Wealth. Listen to podcasts on your commute about real estate or stock market investing. Watch channels like this one. Your goal is to understand 3 core concepts. First, the power of compound interest. Second, the basic mechanics of the stock market, ETFs and index funds. And third, the fundamental principles of cash flow. This knowledge is the ultimate asset because no one can ever take it away from you. The 2 games are being played right now, all around you. The survival game, with its promise of security, is a trap designed to harvest your most valuable resource, your time. The wealth game, with its focus on ownership, is the path to reclaiming that time. You have been a pawn on the board for too long. But knowing the rules is the first step to changing your position. The playbook is now in your hands. Shift your mindset. Build your balance sheet. Pay your future self first. And never, ever stop learning. This is how you think like a CEO. This is how you stop playing their game and start winning your own. If you are ready to leave the survival game behind for good, then prove it. Your first move is to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, joining a community of builders and owners. And now, your second move. Go to the comments and answer this. Of the 4 rules in the playbook, which one will you implement this week? Let's hold each other accountable. Thank you for thinking like a CEO. In our next video, we'll do a deep dive into rule number 2. I'll show you step by step how to build your first personal balance sheet, the single most important financial document you will ever own. You won't want to miss it.